Hello, this is me, Zacarias, and I just saw a video from the Vice show. There was a couple, actually it was a sister, a 15-year-old camera skin sister, and I will mention her physique and her complexion and her high cheekbones and all that. Because what happened was two white people who are a couple, man and woman, was being disrespectful towards his sister who's 15 years old. And they were racist. It's in San Antonio, Texas, 4 hours from where I live in Houston. And I also got relatives in San Antonio, by the way. So, they were a restaurant in public. And you will see in the video at a Vice show TV that the white couple, now, they was acting ratchet, ghetto, trash, all that other stuff, okay? Because not all everybody African American race act ratchet, ghetto. White people act ratchet, ghetto. And since the woman said that the white ancestors own us, and let me, by the way, mixed with us, we learned their ratchetness actually from the white ancestors. Let's get this straight. The thuggery that many our people, not all of our people, but but half of our people, we learned it from the white ancestors, who owned us and mixed with us, but makes us our ancestors too. So going on to what happened, the sister had told her mother this, and her mother also camera complaints, see her face too much. They was going to share this on Facebook about how these two white races, ratchet ass, savages act. So when the mother would go contact the white man and the white woman, the white man had called them niggers. The white woman who's pregnant, I don't know if she had a thought to the white man or maybe she's wife. Will say my own sister or my aunt's own you, and they both said to go back to Africa. Now I'm gonna tell y'all those who attacked me about the mixed race heritage. I mentioned the video high cheekbones and camera complexion. You know why I mentioned that? We know that many times the high cheekbones, and maybe it was African tribes that did that, but they usually come from the Native American ancestors. Who was the first people here before so-called Christopher Columbus came here? The Native Americans. I don't have hair on my chest and on my arms because besides the camera complexion, when it came to the white DNA that mixed with the black DNA, the Native American. The reason why I mentioned that we stopped with a pure black, one drop rule that they created, the white race people created, because they was raping. Not all the slave masters, they had consensual sexual relationships when they seduced a slave, and the female slave, would be a pure one or a mixed one, would have children by slave master. So when they had the children come out, even they look like white people or they didn't look, they look ethnic, whatever, they came out because the one drop of black blood and the condition of the mother being a slave made them a slave. So every time you may mention the one drop rule to me, which is no longer a law since 1967, when the Love vs. Virginia case was created, the Loving couple, one was part black, part white, considered black, Margaret Loving, her husband was white. They was arrested for marrying racially in Virginia, and they moved to Washington D.C. where it's acceptable to be a couple, okay? Because Washington D.C. was the place to go get intermarried. Yes, even Mariah Carey's Mariah Carey's mother and her part Hispanic, part African American father, who was classified as black at the time, married in New York way before the Love vs. Virginia case. Remember, the two children, the brother and sister, Morgan and Allison were born way before Mariah. Mariah born in 1967. Okay, 1967. Born 1970. Excuse me. Okay, so this way, they were born before 1967. Okay, I'm trying to say. Okay, so many of us think, not me, but some people, such as they think that the one drop rule is still legal, and they consider it to be unconstitutional since 1997. people didn't broadcast this, but the Supreme Court found that rule to be uncut. It was a slave making rule. So every time the kids come out, that's why we're not pure black and don't even look pure black. People don't look like Thomas of New York. Okay, I get tired of him mentioning that because the idea is trying to make us think that we do. No, we don't. We don't come different shades. Why he was made fun of the colorism, and I'm not saying it's okay, because we see our family, we see different shades of hair textures and all that. We have people that look like white people in our family. Actually, we have black relatives. I have a fourth great grandmother that I found this year in February on my mother's side. Besides my grandfather, my great grandfather, my grandmother's father being mixed with Native American, he mixed with white Creole, which we already do that, but that came from his great grandfather's side, who 19 passed for white and married a white woman in Texas. That's my fourth grandmother. That's his grandfather's mother, who was mixed with English, well, not mixed as in race, but ethnically, should I say. Her European background is transferred from England to the 1500s, late 1500s, and also Irish, because it's McCombs. McCombs is an Irish last name, and I'm trying to find more about that ancestor than her grandmother, which is my sixth grandmother was Irish. Okay, so point is, we have in that my mother's actually on her mother's side, I don't know her father, of course, is black, but we don't know besides black what other roots. My brother, my oldest brother, who I don't talk to, when we went to the family, we went to another death in the family, which is a year ago, we had two deaths in that side of the family, and he was telling me that somebody, speaking of San Antonio, my grandfather on my mother's side, who I never knew, and this is in October, will be 30 years of his death. He was killed around by his birthday. Both my mom and him have birthdays in October. I said August. October, excuse me. But anyway, he has relatives there, and also my second older brother lived in the center for one period of time, and to his wife got stationed in Europe, and now he live in Europe because they're both military. Okay, he did his years, and then he got injured. He has a check, Social Security, but his wife's still in the military, and so she got stationed in Europe. They live in Italy. But the point is, my other brother lives in the other side of in Brazoria County area, and he's always business. But anyway, he told me he's the darker brother. My second older brother is about my complexion. My two other siblings, my sister who's the oldest, and my other brother who's the oldest, are the darker ones of four of us. Okay, so the darker brother who's the oldest of two of us, not the oldest, but my sister's the oldest of all of us. He told me that the great grandmother was light skinned with long hair, which is that's my grandfather's mother, and an older relative who's from San Antonio who lived in Old Washington County, which is not too far from Bremerton and Grimes area, said that she was killed, and because we thought that she died of child labor, because father was born 18 something. Okay, so yeah, okay, he was an old man, he had a young wife. So we don't know what was her DNA. Okay, but I was able to trace that side. The father, my great grandfather's, my grandfather's side, my maternal grandfather from Virginia, on Family Church, which is the Mormon site. They have records. Okay, but I cannot find the mother, and except her birth certificate. It's on the birth certificate as the mother, and also my grandfather was adopted after she had died and everything. In 1940, she was adopted. So point is, but they said that she was light skinned with long hair, very exotic looking, and that she was killed because of the way she looked by other people in the African American community. That's my oldest brother told me. And the point is that I mentioned that we have mixed DNA. So my mother has mixed DNA on her mother's side and also on her dad's side. We don't know about the dad's side too much. But my daddy, who raised me, my daddy raised my dad's people raised me. My grandparents, that's my grandfather on my dad's side, dark skin, mix of black, French, Creole, and Native American, both his parents from Louisiana. And then my grandmother, well, of course, her parents were born in Texas, but there's on the dad's side, her dad, who's dark skin with straight hair, native and European features, thin lips, nose not that wide, high cheekbones. It's English, black English, and American. Okay, his grandmother, like a white woman, her grandfather, and she's part English, part black from Louisiana, and then her husband was, which is his great grandfather, was pure Choctaw, and then Choctaw genes is very strong. Cause my dad and I do not have hairy legs. We have little hair on our legs, and also you can't tell because my dad always wear pants. And arms are not that hairy. I used to get made fun of. I thought, and the funny part is the people that made fun of me were mostly Mexican who mixed with Native American. Okay, but that European and that secret African DNA caused them to have hair. But they don't want to talk about their Africans, the third root of the country of Mexico. Right. So when I was playing ball, whatever, they had to wear shorts and PE. Even the girlfriend I dated later on, who's Mexican, will say, "Why you shave your legs?" And that's because we had the boys and girls play together in middle school. And I said, "No, I don't shave my legs." And even to today in the hood, you have people say, "Damn, but since we're talking about your legs are prettier than mine," I said, "Well, let me tell you something. I don't shave my legs. This is native DNA. I have less hair on my legs, all the hair on my arms." And y'all always see my church because when I have the fan on. Hopefully somebody helped me today to get there, or some off today to get my air conditioner. Well, let me go in my DNA and my heritage, but that's why I mix with black, white, and American. And point is that the reason why I brought all this up to educate that none of us in this country, how dark or light, when I'm camera skin myself, a lighter shade, not too light, but not dark chocolate. We are mixed. And if you saw that video, the people looked mixed. And they told them to go back to Africa. Even if they were dark skinned, they still in this country were mixed. And the reason why I brought this up because I was told them two white, racist ass, ratchet ass motherfuckers that I had to go there. That excuse me, I'm mixed with Native American besides your white ancestors owning my African ancestors and mixing. I'm mixed with Native American. And do y'all have any Choctaw, Cherokee, Seminole, Aztec, like the Mexicans have, or any other native DNA in you besides white? You can claim this to be your fucking country if you have Native American ancestors. But if your ancestors, just like my fourth great grandmother, is pure European, you're not a native in this country, and your ass do not really belong here. Let's educate everybody about this. The Mayflower, before this, of course, the Spaniards came here and took part of this country, but guess what? They did not own that part of this country, because if that was the case, we all be speaking Spanish or either French like Louisiana. But no, it was the Anglos, who are European, of course, like the French and then the Spaniard and the Irish, the rest of them. The Anglos, Saxon people, who are English, of course, Irish, Anglo, but the English people took over, their descendants took over this country. They stole it. The Mayflower. Okay, we speak English to this motherfucking day. So when white people think this is their country because our ancestors, because I'm mixed with white myself, stole it from my Native American ancestors. And yes, the Africans did slave each other, but nobody tell the white people to get involved in it. If you know somebody doing something wrong, you don't get motherfucking involved in it. Your ass was greedy. That's why you paid the Africans who sold other Africans when they gave you their African slaves. Your ass chose to get involved in the slave trade there. You didn't have no business getting involved when you knew it was morally wrong to get involved and sell another human being and call somebody a monkey when your ass can be called a polar bear and albino monkey. Monkeys don't all come in dark brown. They have albino white monkeys. And I have called white race people, if they call me a monkey, excuse me, you're an albino monkey too. You also a polar bear too. You also a caveman too. Let me tell you what animal that 9 I can favor, because it's also my sign and my characteristics. I am a Leo, the lion. I was born in that season. If you know astrology, I don't practice astrology, but I do believe that like the signs of a person does match. No, of course I believe in God. I don't believe no signs telling the future, no signs in the sky, no scar. No, I do not. But in my personal experience, and I know for example, people who born on certain signs, their characteristics, especially mine as a Leo, shows. Okay, my grandmother on my dad's side is a Taurus to death, and whoo, I don't live for her no more, and I do not want to go back to live for her. She keep begging me to come, but she mistreated me. Why would I want to go back and visit you? Okay, and Taurus, and then my grandfather was Leo too. By the way, he born in the late part of July. He deceased, and guess what? I'm gonna tell you something. That man did not play that. He was a Leo, and he told my grandmother he ran the house, and if she believed that too, but why are you trying to go against your own beliefs? He let her know, you don't run this house as long as I live in this house. He did not, who was not these simps. He let it down. He was from the motherfucking old school, born in the 30s, and she was too, but he was born a couple of years before she was, and he, veteran, from Korean War veteran, that dog, chocolate Creole brother, did not play that shit. Okay? He laid it down that he don't run this house, and if something happened, he ready to start something with her. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So, therefore, he wasn't abusive, but if you try to rob on him, he didn't care what you are, he was about to fight back. And like my grandma would tell you, he did not miss a hit. Okay? So, point is, alright? So, point is, just let you know that. Okay? So, point is, that's how I know. And people, I'm not submissive. You can ask my employers. I choose to be submissive for the job. You can ask anybody. No, I do not. You can ask my own mama, who's a Scorpio. They did not play that. They know that me personally, I hate to be told what to do. And as Leos, you can look at Madonna. We both, my birthday's around that time. We do not play that. Okay? So we are the king or queen. If it's a female who are Leo, we run out, we're born, we like attention. That's why I'm attention whore. So, okay. So we good in entertainment. That's why we're trying the entertainment business. Look at Whitney Houston. She can play. She was the queen of the night and the day. Okay, it's like the song she sang in Bodyguard. Okay, we all are because baby, we do not play that. Even the second president of Mexico, who was Vicente Guerrero, born August 10th, who was born the same day as Jose Flores, who got killed here by that old brother killing people. Okay, all right, the PTSD food. Anyway, point is, they were born August 10th. And Vicente Guerrero is the one who banned slavery in Mexico, who was part black, part Spaniard, and African, and Native American, who's African mestizo. That brother laid down no slavery. That's why Texas got stolen from white Anglo-Saxon people to the Alamo and San Antonio because of the issue of slavery. And you cannot tell me that is not true, because even people are Mexican who know their history, not those who don't, will tell you that. And anyone will tell you. And actually, it was a Mexican man named Joe Overa who wrote for the Houston Chronicle, lived in San Antonio, and I have to tell his name, back in 97, 98. I had the article until my stuff got confiscated in the storage when I moved out of my grandma's house and tried to bring my stuff into this apartment. At the other part I was living before the new dude came in, and I had to move because I have asthma. My stuff got confiscated by public storage in the east side. And I was trying to pay them as much as I can, and the sister was laughing. I can't stand this sister this day. Point is, I had all the information there. I think we still go to the public library in downtown to try to find that. Okay, but Joy Vela mentioned that. So that check out, by the way. I wish when I was up house I met him personally. He said that the Alamo was about slavery, and I knew that because slaves would cross the Rio Grande to come to Mexico and mix. Besides the black Seminoles did the same thing, who's from Florida. So to let you know the history lesson that many of us are part black, white, and American. This is a motherfucking country, and I can take away the story. San Antonio is where the Alamo happened, and white Anglo people in Texas think they own Texas, and think that because they stole Texas, they drugged Santa Ana before he met the mulatto. Well, after he met the mulatto woman, Yarrows, Texas, right there by Pasadena, the east side area, Washburn Tunnel area. That's when they caught him with his drawers on, and gave him some dope. And dope was back in those days. Yes, it was in the 1800s. And he got high, and they signed that bill. Okay, and that's when they won the war against Mexico. and they stole it in the Republic of Texas. So point is, they still think that this is their country. I'm sorry, as a person who is mixed with European and Native American, besides African, this is not your country. I can claim this country because besides African European, I got Native American DNA. And it is, seriously, people tell me I look more black and American than when they shocked when I tell them I'm mixed with white, you know. Of course, you can tell with the camera complexion because you know that the African did not come to this country with this complexion. People lie and say, well, African tribes, some Buku tribe, they always say about the blonde hair people in Africa. There was the least of African that came on the ship. The majority of Africans were dark brown. Dark brown is more close to the color black. Kinky hair, wide nose, big lips. There's a man named Moving Freeman in Africa who is a racist person, and he will tell you that black people in America are not black people. They're mixed. We're mixed people. And we need to claim who we really are. He said in there's no blacks in the USA. And he's right. That white DNA, the pink people European DNA, causes us, many of us don't look 100% black. And I do get offended when people say I do, because I don't. I know when I was a child that I knew I asked my family questions, and my grandfather, who was dark skinned, told me, he didn't say Native American DNA. You're not full, and you know you're looked as black in this country. That's the reason why you're mixed, you know. And my dad told me the Native American DNA before they started revealing that it's white DNA in our family as well. So we're not pure black people. And if I saw those two white races, the demonic people, I would told their asses in the restaurant, excuse me, motherfuckers, you don't have no Native American DNA. You claim if you do, stop checking only white. Check Native American next time on your applications, or just check the two racism box like I do. I check that on my job applications. The job I'm working now still says two races or more. I do not deny my history. I do not deny my heritage for any motherfucking body. So if I saw their asses in San Antonio, which is 4 hours from here, where I live in Houston, I would tell them motherfuckers, you can go ahead and cuss me out, call me all the monkeys you want to, and tell me to go back to Africa, because I'm going to tell you, motherfucker, that you're a three immigrant. You are, no offense to Hispanics, I'm not talking about Hispanics, those two white people are the wetbacks here. Mexicans are not the wetbacks. The other Hispanic people, most Hispanic people are Afro-Mestizos, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Mexican, whatever. Because all those races, those three races, mixed in the Spanish colonies of Latin America we call today. Them two white people are the wetbacks here. They are the immigrants. They're the illegals here. Illegal immigration started in 1492 when Columbus saw the ocean blue. So they need to motherfucker go back to Europe. Whatever part of Europe, especially if they come from England, but whatever part of European their DNA is, they need to take their asses back to Europe and start telling people to go back to whatever, go back to Mexico and Africa. And I would tell them motherfuckers in that motherfucking restaurant, I don't give a fuck about you look at me. I don't let ignorant ass, dumb ass people tell me how to live my life or to identify. And you're ashamed, since your white people owned us, that they had their dicks out beside their pants and start to rape or either seduce slaves. That's why you don't want us to mention that of you mixed with white, because you know how embarrassing, besides raping somebody, how immoral they was. How they're talking about what's going on Sodom and Gomorrah about of course I do believe in traditional marriage. No offense to anybody, don't let the feminine voice fool you. I do want to get married to a woman. I do. But since you want to talk about the Sodom and Gomorrah and proclaim the world coming to an end, like the Westbury Baptist Church, immorality started when white folks came here, started raping the American women, and then they brought African slaves here and started raping black women. Let's get that motherfucking straight right there. They're always accusing the American man and the black man for raping their white women. But who was doing more raping? The white man was. The white man was a Rolling Stone, okay, all over the world. That's why we have white DNA mixed in. You go to Asia, like in the Philippines and other places, they mix down there too. White men cannot get their fucking penis in their control, in it. They could fuck any woman of color they saw. Okay, so let's get that motherfucking straight. That's why when black people, well, we mention slave DNA. Embarrass their asses, please. Stop sitting here trying to tell you that you embarrassed. You didn't do no raping, did you? Okay, they don't feel guilty. It was they need to feel guilty. The people that was cussing folks out and telling people to go back to Africa and saying niggas and this and that and call folks monkeys, they're embarrassed because they have a lot of guilt in their belt, and they explore their guilt when they act their way. They contribute to the guilt. The white racist guilt they have. They talking about white privilege don't exist. They know all that shit I just mentioned in the video caused them to have white privilege today. Okay? One drop rule, slavery, raping, all that things, taking the country away, whether it be taking part of Mexico and making them part of theirs so they can have slavery, whether it be stealing the resources in the country from the Native American people here, because white people don't act like in culture. You're not a native in this country. The Native American people are the red people, the one you call redskins, the one you make fun of us, of our people on football teams. Besides making fun of black folks, you make fun of Native American people as well. Cause I will not support the redskin team. Just like I don't eat Aunt Jemima pancakes or serve, I don't support the doggone redskin either. I don't like hip hop artists using the word nigga. Y'all brothers call yourself niggas, continue to be the minstrel show and get treated like the minstrel show characters. Because them people in Hollywood back in the days, our people who are African descent did not get treated respectfully. They had to force to play racist roles. You keep on playing satirical roles, calling yourself a nigga, you're going to get treated like niggas. They're going to get you down the police because you provide their image for them. Let's get that straight, okay? So point is, if I was that sister with the Native American cheekbones and the camel complexion, I would told them white racist ass motherfuckers, ratchet ass, demonic devil, thug ass bitches, the male and the female, motherfucker, you are the immigrant here. You are the white wet back in this country. The Native American people, which is many of us, African American people and Latinos, we're not wetbacks. We're not motherfucking immigrants here. Your asses are immigrants here. Your ass came over here. Yes, we're mixed with your DNA, but since you're the purest of the all, you're the one who's the motherfucking immigrant here. Take your ass back to Europe. I'm mixed with America. You can see through my cheekbones. I was told that because she has high cheekbones and my camel complexion. I am not a full-blown African. Yeah, your ancestors own us, and we mixed with your DNA, and you're embarrassed to even admit that. Okay, so that's why I'm not ashamed to admit what happened. Hey, they say it's in the Bible, and I'm cussing that a blessing come out of a curse. All that curse that happened in the day, and no, I'm not saying race mixing or a curse, but when you have people raping and enslaving and all that, that's a curse. Those are evil acts. I came out of that situation, and I'm here today, and I'm here to expose the dirty secret of America. America has a dirty secret, cannot call itself a Christian country when all that bullshit was going on. If it was a motherfucking Christian country, and I'm not to put Christ in a situation, but if it was, all that stuff would have not happened. Everybody will believe in God and act like they believe in God. I know I'm not acting like it right now, but we will all be living like angels. But we don't live like angels. It didn't be back then. We're not living like angels. The slave masters were not living like angels. They were slaving people, one, distorting the Bible, okay, believing in false interpretation of the Bible, and they were raping people and slaughtering people and killing people and defaming people, cutting people's body parts out and all the other crap, and cutting penises, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff, and cutting people's head and lynching people. Those are not angelic acts. Those are demonic acts. Thus, thuggery. That's thugging. That's all that. And I was telling some brother, I said, excuse me, the white folks, if we are thugs, we learn it from our white ancestors. Exactly. All y'all talking about Mexican people raping and stuff. Who came there raping the American people and black women in Mexico and other people? The Spaniards did. Now, of course, there were Spanish people who were not rapists, who did intermarry. Yes, they didn't believe in marriage, but you had them raping them too. So therefore, my question is to all European people who have that mentality: who came and brought that shit in America? White men did. Okay? No African came in this country bringing that shit, and the Native Americans did not come here. They might have those trying to fight your asses. Yeah, had they had to act like savages to fight your asses. But who came to act savage towards them? It was the Europeans. So they had ignorant, and the two white people in that restaurant was acting like the savage thugs that they were. They were doing most of the cursing, and you notice how racist this country is. Do you see if the black woman, so-called black woman, because she ain't a pure black woman, the so-called black woman and the so-called black daughter, because they're not pure black people, we're mixed people. Stop letting white racist one-drop rule define your ass. That's why y'all was stuck like this and said we monkeys. I would never proclaim that. We're not monkeys. I would have told them two bitches, the white race, the white man, and the white woman. Look here, you are the motherfucking immigrant here, and I'm mixed with Native American DNA. You cannot motherfucking tell me what the fuck I am, and I would never allow you to. I don't give a fuck if the country sees me as stupid. It's all Jesus as stupid when he said he was the Son of God and God. So why would we stop saying that? No, he died on the cross for that, right? So why would I let someone ignorant person, ignorant is bliss, and those who don't know what they are, don't know what they're doing, tell me who I am when I should know who I am and proclaim it without no apologies. Okay, you're part native, y'all. You should proclaim your roots, and you told them to do. And you notice the restaurant owner or the manager did not correct them white people. This is the reason why I don't like to be corrected by anybody. Have you noticed that? If you don't correct everybody, then correct people, then correct everybody like you're supposed to. Don't sit here and correct people because of their color and their race. You correct them because you feel that we're the ones who need to be told. But you let these two white people act ratchet ass, ghetto, world star type people act a fool in the restaurant, and even the pregnant white woman was going to fight. Where's Tom or something? Yo, we need him. She acted like the beastie, the white beastie she was. She needed to be on the Beastie channel, the Tom Beast channel, the white woman on this video. This white woman was acting like the beast, that she, you know what I'm saying, acting all ratchet and ghetto and trying to fight the sister when she knows she was pregnant. We know she can lose a child and not get in trouble because she has a baby inside. It's kind of funny that nobody don't get in trouble for killing the baby in abortion clinics, but you get, if you get in trouble, you're endangering a child inside. If you kill somebody who's pregnant, your ass go to jail for that too. Did you know that, right? But you can go kill a baby. Isn't that sad in this country? Yeah, but America been killing babies since then. They were killing slave babies. Even slave women will kill their baby because they want the baby going to slavery. But you have even slave masters killing the babies and stuff. Hello, and they're killing babies. They raped on the ship. They killed them too. Did you know that? Yes, they killed the American babies as well in the womb. Let's get that straight. This country has a dirty secret and living on beneath a white supremacy of that. Did you know that the reason why white folks are rich and wealthy because all the shit that happened today? Yes, happened back in the 80s today. So that's what I'm trying to let you know. So, and then to all lives matter. Okay, if you are fucking all lives matter, then you would never disrespect these two sisters. See, one thing I don't understand, don't go along with, yeah, all lives do matter, but if that's the case, then you should tell the police to start killing us, since all lives matter. The reason why we say black lives matter, and those are Latinos, because I'm a minority as well, I'm not Latino, but I'm a minority just like the Latinos are, and I'm mixed with Native American, Native lives matter, Latino lives matter. The reason why we keep bringing those community of color and the lives that matter, because we get shot down by the police. Yes, we do have gangsters, thugs, whether it be in the hood, the barrio, or the reservation, but who is getting legalized to kill us? The white racist police officers and the poachers and the coons, the black Hispanic cops, black identified, try to say they ain't pure black, Hispanic cops who try to kiss the white racist ass in their police forces, who mistreat their ass at the end of the day, and then when they get discriminated against, and get mistreated, come out of woodwork and say, oh, we got discriminated against, but yeah, they were practicing the money stuff along with them. Okay, now I'm making fun of the black identified and brown people in New York who came out, and I get them all the credit. I'm glad they came out and said what they said about how NYPD was targeting people of African descent, Hispanic, and the LGBT community in New York, of all places, Liverpool, but as liberal as they came out. You just see it here in Houston, Texas, or in San Antonio? No, you got black and Hispanic officers, black identified Hispanic officers who would take sides with they white, the money counterparts who work with them. Did you know that? Sandra Bland was arrested by a Hispanic officer, and they are actually correct. Down in Walton County, it was mostly African American Hispanic officers at the site. And I bet they take the team with the white race officer and killed Sandra Bland. They trying to show out funnel their white massa that they pick cotton and strawberries with, like mongrel workers and plantation slaves. Okay, did you see why I said I wanted to vote for Trump at one period of time? Because of the horses Florida situation, and you had black identified Hispanic folks fighting each other. They trying to fight over who picking cotton strawberries next day. Because if Trump come in, when they learn all that white racism, hate calling each other wetbacks and niggas, when they was acting the motherfucking fool on social media and also in Houston, okay, if Trump get that card, he gonna remind them, keep calling yourself wetbacks and niggas and monkeys and chunkos and mayates and stuff. I'ma call both y'all that, and I'ma treat you like those the names you call each other. That's the purpose of me saying that. No, I do not want Trump to win, okay? But if my people and the Latino people keep acting the motherfucking fool and don't get it together and stop saying fuck Donald Trump, but that's the only time you want to unite, when the Ku Klux Klan come into your town, but you shouldn't need to unite back then before they came in, okay? And they get together, okay? When they get together, then yeah. So I want Gary Johnson to win, don't get me wrong. Both of Gary Johnson, y'all, okay? But point is, that's why I made a video, okay? I hope y'all get it in your head. I keep repeating myself. I hope y'all get it. But point is, here in Texas, we don't know our history. And I went out the classroom to learn my history. And that's why when you hear me talk, I speak totally different from the violence of other people. I tell it like it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat on my channel. We are part Native American in this country. We are part black, white, Native American. This is our country. Besides Africa, I was telling African, what's the difference between us? Well, my DNA is mixed up and yours is not. Okay? I ain't talking, dude, my skin is lighter than yours. I'm saying this, I'm not trying to make fun, but it's the truth. Yeah, they see us as black because they're trying to use the black DNA to oppress us. That was their excuse of the one-drop rule. Make us slaves, deny us the opportunity during Jim Crow and all that other crap, man. We out of that mess today. Yes, we have racism to this day, 2016, but at the same time, legally, we don't have to check only black. We can check 3 boxes, and I did on the census when I moved over here. Census somehow contacted me in 2012, and they told me, please, since you moved this apartment, announce who you tell me who you are. And I checked black, white, Native American. I ain't check only black, because the truth of the matter is, I'm not pure black. And I live in Native American soil, where I'm part of me is from here. So why the hell I'm gonna deny that? Well, you got folks who don't have Native American DNA, all they do is they deny and choose a white side to get white privilege. White folks who claim to be the pure whiteness is the cause to be here as native here. No, the fuck they ain't. They from Europe. White ancestors are from Europe. They're not no motherfucking natives here. Yeah, they're born here, but they're born here because the white ancestors came here. Or white ancestors, I say, because I'm a white European. I would never claim to be pure black because we're not. The truth of the matter is, no matter how they see us, just because someone see you, a lie of you, you don't let the ignorant person let that lie control your life. Stop letting that white lie that cause you to control, cause you to have much drama. You live a lie, you tell a lie, you live a lie, you suffer from a lie. You're not pure Africans. You're part African and European, Native American. And you need to tell these motherfuckers to stop telling you to go back to motherfucking Africa. You go to Africa when you choose to go to Africa. You're native here. You're born here in this country with Native American DNA, besides African European. So when they say that, tell their motherfucking ass to go back to Europe. I have done it many times. Told white people to go back to Europe who are racist. And they shut the fuck up because they know that they're not native here. And they know that I am part native. I let them know that I don't give a fuck if they don't see me as part native. You don't let the ignorant ass person tell you how to live your fucking life. And they hate it when I mix with white DNA because they know, besides my folk grandmother who did marry interracially, and probably not know because the folk grandfather from Creole, Louisiana was passing, okay? Alright? Passing as white and married his white woman, okay? In Texas after slavery, okay? Besides that, the other European ancestors were slave masters and mixing 9/10 rape or either seducing, okay? It had said him in a situation with Thomas Jefferson, okay? That's how we came here. And they're embarrassed because besides being immorally slaving people and cutting people's heads off and junk, they raped, okay? And they cannot pull the card about someone raping and immigrants coming here like Donald Trump. All of the Mexican immigrants are rapists and murderers. But who was doing the raping and murdering when they came here? illegally. It was Europeans, weren't they? If we, as people of color, learn that shit, we learn it from who? Our white daddy. Not the African daddy, and definitely not the American daddy. Because everybody mind their business until white man stepped foot here. Trying to show he was, that he discovered him when he didn't. Who was doing that shit? So, if we're thugs, cholos, gangsters, my both people, African American, Hispanic community, American community, we learned that from our white daddy. We sure did. All the cursing, I learned that from white daddy. If I get violent, I learned that from white daddy. There's nothing in American or African DNA. It's from white daddy. And you saw on that tape who was doing all the cursing and the acting want to fight with pregnant in the belly. Who was acting all that? It was the two white people in the video. World Star. They acted thuggish, ghetto, trailer trash, and ratchet. Yeah, I'm acting like the sister from Oklahoma. Yeah, okay. So they was acting the motherfucking fool, and none of them folks in that restaurant, and y'all need to boycott that restaurant because they've been personal people of color, African American or Hispanic descent, people of color, white folks who came in there who owned the restaurant and told their ass to get out. But no, they didn't tell the two white races to take their asses to get out. They didn't want to call the police. Okay, y'all know if we act that way, police is called right in a second. But white people act that way, pure ones, or look those who, if they got some other beside white in their DNA, they don't get their police call. Do you know that? I try to get a white thug arrested on a bus, metro bus here in Houston, the 19th Willcrest, day before New Year's Day in 2013, 2012 that day. Do you know a white dude was trying to fight me, drunk on the bus? White bus driver just told us to shut up, but didn't tell the white dude to get the fuck out the bus for public intoxication, and also causing Siri. And I called the Metro Police Department, and they told me they couldn't do shit about that. They didn't say it like that, but it's on fucking camera. All you do is the white man to come on the bus, see him on there, say he cannot ride the bus no more. But if I had acted that way, or a Mexican, Hispanic person acted that way, we been got arrested, we had a fingerprint, went to Harris County Jail, all that stuff. And that's not right. White privilege do exist. So them two white people should have been kicked out that restaurant for using racial slurs and causing big scenery. All the mother was doing, like any mother would do, if you mistreat my child, come talk to me about that. Don't try to mistreat my child. The woman's not 18 yet. The girl's not 18 yet, should I say. Okay? But them two white thugs act a fool, and plus, especially the pregnant one, the white woman, she acting thug like she just came out the doggone trailer park out the hood. She acted hood rat that day. She was a high-heeled hood rat. She trying to fight while she pregnant. No, she don't care about her child. Baby, she need to go to the plantation hood. Okay? So that's all I have to say. What y'all comment on the video and let me know what I think. And I'll let you know. Stop using one drop rule, folks, as your identity that was used to oppress you. Claim your motherfucking roots and put it on paper. I do. That's all I have to say.